Hey guys, this is Makanor, and I'm gonna talk about things I personally like to see in the Otherkin community. And starting off, personally, I'd like to see a type of Otherkin community think tank going on. And if you don't know what a think tank is, a think tank is basically an organization or a group of people who think of new ideas on a particular subject or who give advice for what should be done. And I can probably tell that some people are thinking, well, the Otherkin community already has forums and, Facebook groups and whatnot for discussion of ideas and everything. But to me, I don't think they accurately do so. I don't think they accurately convey the whole actual equal part of discussion and sharing ideas and talking about a subject. Because from what I've seen in some Facebook groups, things are usually basically one-sided debates and forced debates, and it's basically some type of elitism going on in the groups. And the same thing I can say happens to in forums to a lesser extent. I mean, personally, I'd like to see think tanks happen, where people with actual expertise or knowledge in certain fields, like whether it's medicine or biology or zoology or theology and religion and spiritualism, people that are really experienced or has expertise in those fields. I really want to see think tanks or groups of them in the otherkin community, just like think tanks of them discussing things or discussing concepts of being otherkin and going further into that. I would really like to see what would come about from those type of things. Also, me and some otherkin, I think it would be really me and some otherkin really like the idea of a otherkin convention. And I'm not sure if there's already one out, but I not the one that I've heard of, but I would really like to hear. I really like to see public otherkin social events. Like otherkin conventions. Like not it doesn't even have to be public. Like it could just be like only for like the otherkin community or otherkin and stuff like that. It can be like something that you need to know somebody who knows somebody to be in there. But I would like to see some type of social events, like otherkin convention or otherkin balls, like not actual sexual organ balls, but like balls and masquerades and stuff like that. Where people, I think that would be really cool. Otherkin masquerades where people could dress up. Whether it's makeup or to some extent come up with elaborate costumes to express their stereotype and kin type. And it'd be really cool to have like these themed balls or masquerades and stuff like that or parties, but I don't see that in the otherkin community. I know a good bit of otherkin want to remain secretive, and they don't, they're not open about being otherkin, and they really are like introverted and stuff. But if I think it would be really cool to have social events where we could all just really get together, because in a community like ours with a belief like ours, it's just really nice to be around other people that have a similar mindset or similar, or at least believe in the same thing that we have in common. And I don't feel like there's enough friendliness in the otherkin community to begin with. Personally, also, I'd love to see like a personalized otherkin library. I really like to see that. Like, I believe like there should be like some types of buildings, whatnot, like brick and mortar or brick and tar buildings that libraries or sanctuaries or whatnot for otherkin, like libraries where it contain like specific supernatural or spiritual libraries that contain books and information and research on most types of supernatural creatures and all living or extinct animals or previously existing animals, and information on biology and medicine and stuff like that. So people from most walks of life, whether you're like practicing some type of paganism, some type of other spiritual practice, or if you identify as some type of kin type of supernatural creature or a living creature or extinct creature, or you just really like science and alchemy and stuff, like there would be this cool library specifically for that. And it would have like books, like it could even be like entertainment books and stuff dealing with that type of stuff. I think that would be cool. Another, like, I think that would be personally cool. And other buildings like pools, because like when it comes to specific otherkin, some otherkin just have some otherkin need some things that they can't have access to. Like if you are living in a landlocked state, like if you're like in Ohio or in the Midwest, and you identify as a aquatic otherkin or a mermaid, either you don't really have much options. You pretty much hope that you have a lake or a pond or a bathtub or a local pool. But I think it would be cool if there was like buildings, like there was like buildings or specific areas or sanctuaries for other kin that would be specific to their kin types or their stereotypes. Like if aquatic other kin want to be in the water or be near the water, you could have like this little indoor pool, lake, mini ocean. I mean, mini oceans are possible. I can give you a link to a mini ocean that is actually real, but mini oceans like or that are man made, those are possible, and I think that would be cool. Might require a lot of maintenance, a lot of money, but let's just admit it would be really cool, and it would be like really useful for people that are landlocked, aquatic otherkin or mermaids or whatever, or therians. Also, like it'd be cool to have like it'd be cool if some other kin, have like their own, like there would be like private, like there would be reserved land or private owned land for other kin or therians. Like if you have a stereotype or a kin type that dwells in the forest, it would be cool to have a set of land or an area saved off so you can just basically be there to express yourself. And I think that would be cool. But also, I'm gonna say this: the most important part, one of the most important things that makes this all not possible, and like another thing I want to see. I'm sorry for going off track, but another thing I want to see is there used to be a pack locator website where it would tell you about other where you could join the site, register your pack in a certain state or area, and if you were looking for a pack or a group or a clan or a coven, you could join the website as well. And all you have to do is just check the state. But the owner, for some reason or another, got rid of it, and or some reason couldn't keep the website going. And I want to see something like that continue. But back to the ending of this video. The thing is, the only reason I don't think we see these things is because people are inconsistent. And I'll say that. It's basically, I learned that from many times that I've seen good things happen in the Otherkin community, and they just suddenly stopped, or like this, like these good things suddenly stopped, or no one has the resources, money, or funding for it. And I think people are very fickle. People people can be very fickle. Like they will like one thing one day and then they get bored of it and they let it go. And in the Otherkin community, I think, well, not even in the Otherkin community, in any community, we need people that are steadfast to something. Like if you're doing something good for the whole community, you have a really good idea going for the whole community. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on it because this not only is something you made. This is something that helps a lot of people, or it makes a lot of people happy in the Otherkin community. And by giving up on that, or by just getting bored of it, you basically let that die, and you basically let the hopes of other people die. And I feel like basically, personally, I would want to, if I ever had if I ever had the money, I'd actually use my money to basically buy private land, buy acres of land, you know, for like for Therians and other kin for myself. And I'd actually probably, buy out some huge building and turn it into like a pool, like an indoor pool or something like that, for aquatic other kin or aquatic Therians. And I would probably try to organize. I would probably try to use some of my money to fund or create other social events, whether they're balls or parties or conventions. I also would try to, unite or try to bring together people from various, sub communities of the Otherkin community that are very highly respected members or highly respected leaders in there, and bring them together for Otherkin, like Otherkin discussion, just for discussions in general. Because I know, because for me personally, I not only see the Otherkin community as just simply something I'm just like, a part of because I have a shared interest in it. I see the Otherkin community as something that means something. And in a world where everybody is supposed to be mundane and plain and, you know, just, don't have any spark of life. I think the Otherkin community offers that really good spark to reality. Like, it offers that really good flair that makes living actually worth living. To me, being Otherkin means you see and you experience life in a whole different way than an average person would. And to me, I think it's kind of disappointing that we could do a lot more in the Otherkin community. We could do a lot more. Like, we could, help. We could fund and donate to organizations that help animals. We could do volunteer efforts for conservation and whatnot. But, you know, I think it's just a lack of opportunity, and it's a lack of, distinct leadership. There's a lack of, people that actually are able to be in those positions. This is Makanor, and this video is going on for like about 12 minutes. I'm sorry to put you guys through that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.